no heroes. No heroes. No heroes, baby.
All right, Tamers, welcome back to the next round, round number 5. I believe we're going to see NUMEMON against Red Hybrid, and this is another test of speed. NUMEMON has a ton of floating, which is very good against a deck like Red Hybrid, which has a decent amount of undulation, but Crimson Blaze is a matchup maker. So, we'll see how the game plans out. NUMEMON, a very, very fast deck, sort of has a generic bottom end and a very generic top end, but, its middle cards, your level 4s and your level 5s is where the deck puts in a ton of work between the Monzai and the Monzai X, as well as Nume X, incredibly powerful cards. As for Red Hybrid, as you saw on game number 1, they don't need a ton to kill you. They just kind of need to chip until they put you in a sort of kill threshold. And I believe players have done their first mulligan, so this next deal is basically going to be the cards that they play with. Nice little cuts, one to the bottom. And, we are good to go. Setting up here. Now, I will say it depends on the base of NUMEMON. If it's a purple base, the base tends to play a little bit more up front, whereas something like a black base has the ability to play in the back, and it looks like it's going to be that black base. And, no rookie, but instead we're just going to play the Gare, pitch 1, draw 2, pitching the Nume X. So Red Hybrid here has one specific punish for a play like this, which involves the 3-cost Takuya into a 2-cost Burning Greymon. That is a relatively easy way to deal with it, or just playing out Flamon, finding that Burning Greymon. While Burning Greymon does pass a bit of memory here, it does clear out the first body, which is great. The other main thing about NUMEMON is that you generally want to avoid passing 3 memory, because 3 memory is how they just play out another body, and then they can go into Nume X and then snowball from there. So Red Hybrid, was able to successfully take them off of board, but now we're just going to see that Monzai for effectively 5 memory, evoing into the Uko, and then a nice little choke at 2. So now this Monzai is able to float thanks to the Nume X. In the back, we have the Flamon. Looks like we are going to push out. And here, the only real punishes are the fact that, this Monzai could threaten an Azulong, but nothing like that so far. Now, the downside of swinging was that first check was the Platinum, and Platinum is pretty bad to having the graveyard early on for Red Hybrid, because now, if they float and, their Monzais get deleted, they're floating into a level 6, which is potentially grabbing more memory, can convert into a level 7, and there are some mean level 7s in NUMEMON. You have the Merciful, you have a Rune Mode, you have Omnimonzor Defeat, which can delete Tamers, which is something that Red Hybrid doesn't super love. So now, as Nume, we will simply just do the 1 chip, play out the Digimon Emperor. And this is interesting. Digimon Emperor is a card that doesn't always find itself in a deck like NUMEMON, a deck that is very, very fast, but I think it's quite good in the mirror. Provides some much-needed card draw for the black base, as well as, taxing against decks that want to push out at rookie level. Second, Warp Takuya. Takuya is fine, but ideally you want the Mem Setter at some point in the game.
Maybe they're gonna find it in the security.
Maybe.
Oh.
So swings into the body. Interestingly here, we didn't see an ace. Sometimes Red Hybrid does play a few aces between Garuda or the Metal Greymon, but no ace. Instead, we'll just let the cards go to the trash.
And I think this is like one of the most painful things that I just always see. NUMEMON has always a way to put you to 1. If you don't have the memory setter in that matchup, you are bound to be losing, because you cannot evolve. You need kind of Gravity Crush, you need something, but they just get so much advantage. They just poke you the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And unless they mess up sequencing,
Oh, the Dormon as well, and we're singing here for 2 checks, so this could be lethal. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
no, it is not from this position, unless they. Sorry, I misread that they had 3 security. They have 4 security, so Nem setter for free is very good, and the Alde in the trash as well. Last security burning Greymon. Looks like the warps are set up here with the Takuya as well and the Louis. That is plenty.
Oh
And that is just game.
my.
Looks like it was OTK after all.
Wow, that's this was so fast. I did not expect that.
Yeah.
So
NUMEMON is a strange deck. It doesn't. Sometimes it will not constantly push damage. Sometimes it just needs to have a body or 2 on the board, and then the Uko, all it needs to do is just raise that egg, and then the Louis does the work. Played at usually low counts for NUMEMON, but it's one of the few decks that can actually outpace Red Hybrid, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Red Hybrid, the premier aggro deck, getting outpaced by NUMEMON.
this is like just a bleak reminder that sometimes just playing the fastest deck is not playing the fastest deck, because decks like NUMEMON are just out there to get you.
Yep.
But yeah, it's game 1 for Vladimir, and let's see how game 2 is gonna go. I mean, there are like a few things you can do as Red Hybrid against NUMEMON. Crimson Blaze is like a nice card.
Mm-hmm.
Also, some people use Yokomon as the 5th egg. I choose to use Jijimon as the 5th egg because it just enables to remove a bit more, like removing the Monzaemons that are 7 cost. It's also sometimes good in a Diva matchup with Crimson Blaze. It can come up in clutch, but this is just a matter of, if I don't find my tamer, I don't find my tamer. There's not a lot of things you can do against that.
Pretty much. I think. Oh, then we even got the
fist bump.
The fist bump from the camera. That actually threw me off a little bit. Whatever I was gonna say is gone.
So there we have our only target. Seeing the
altar already.
Altered. It was altered Burning Greymon and also altered Ukumon.
Mm-hmm. Must be nice for all of you players in Europe
to be playing pre-release.
Yeah, pour one out for the UK. We don't have our stuff yet, but we're focusing on BT15, and we have the double Uko.
This looks brutal. So the pace of the game just got increased. Oh, there's a rune mode.
That's rune mode gone. That's pretty good.
I guess you also swing with that flame on, because
yeah, you might as well.
Oh man, almost all Ukumons are out of the game now.
Oh, I
would
believe...
assume.
Oh, very quickly, the screen. We're still on caster cam.
Oh, wait. Good narration. So basically, you guys are wondering. 2 rookies just sprung. Revealed a few things. There's Ukumon all over the place. Oh my lord.
And look at just the aggression.
Oh, Jesus.
This could just be game, if this Monzai lives. Yep, first check goes through, second check.
This might be just game.
Maybe not game, but definitely enough to empty out the security. Jamming. If they want to swing the Ukos.
Something is telling me it might be just game.
It could be the Louis again.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be Louis. Oh, welcome, Takuya Kambao, you're back in town. But NUMEMON.
Pitch to gain the memory. And then what? Level 7 goes into the ruin mode.
Okay, it's over.
Well, okay. There's still outs for the Red Hybrid player. They can definitely Crimson Blaze for 2 and then warp into the Emperor if they have enough DP in trash. Potentially try to pop it, but this doesn't look good at all. This is like NUMEMON classic high roll of just saw pretty much all the Ukos, saw the Louis.
I mean,
Like
he needs to have exactly the following scenario. He needs to find Emperor Greymon, right? He needs to evo into Emperor Greymon, and then he needs to swing with Blitz Omnimon. If he does not have exactly this scenario, it is game over.
Remember that the -5 is taking away the potential Sec +1 from the Takuya.
Yeah, but with all the sources,
Yeah,
it is
You make it-
quite.
you make
One.
it back up.
Alright, so
Five, exactly.
it is. He's gonna be at exactly 10k DP. He should be at around 10k or 12k DP. So
Considering that the security has been checked and we saw a rune already,
we
It's
saw
quite
2
likely-
rune modes already. I
yeah, it's
think.
quite likely that he makes it out of security. Ah, but the Venus.
Is it? Wait.
What are the sources? Is it the Burning Greymon source as well as the Flamon? Maybe he's alive. Oh yeah, it looks like he's alive. And then Blitz Omni for game, Gravity Crush, anything.
Nope.
So here he's just threatening the ace, but that is not enough. He needed like Crimson Blaze or something like, Crimson Blaze, Gravity Crush, anything to really extend the turn, but looks like he didn't get it. And that was, considering we've been going to overtime, these games have been very, very close. This was just a complete wash by NUMEMON.
But this was the fastest game that I casted today. And for it's been a long time since I saw such a fast game. Well,